So happy to be joined by my next guest, Jan Blachowicz, who is currently ranked number 3 in the light heavyweight division, but maybe he might be moving weight classes. We'll see. Jan, how are you, man?
I'm good. All good, thank you. I'm I start my training, still don't have opponent, no date, no weight category. So, but I'm in the gym every day, feel good, just waiting for the date and opponent.
Well, let's start first with the tweet, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to talk to you, aside from hearing how your vacation went. But I'm going to read it word for word. You said, congratulations. This is to Israel Adesanya. Congratulations on a successful rematch. If you want to try another one, you know where to find me. This time at middleweight for your belt. This was, erupting on social media when this came out. But I was curious, was this something you thought of before the fight, or was this something that you just, came to the conclusion after watching the fight?
No, I said this a long time ago, that I can do it. Maybe not long time, but a couple months ago, But when I said this first time, nobody, take this serious. Now when I tweet it, everybody take this serious. And if I will not, won't do this serious, I will not say it, That's why I feel that I can do it. I can cut my weight and fight against him in his division. But we'll see, what he gonna say, if they want to do it or not. We will see, Also, I'm ready to stay in. I prefer to stay in my weight, but if they will give me this fight, because this is title shot, fight against someone like Israel, very big motivation. That's why I can cut my weight and fight in middleweight.
So I have a lot of questions about this. So first, have you done like a test cut yet to get to 185? Do you even know if you can make it?
No, I don't do it, but I know that I can, I'm a pro. We do this, I cut my weight when nobody know how to do it, without dietetics, without supplements, without nothing, without food. Now we've got everything. We've got a couple doctors, we've got dietetics, supplements, everything. You've got, a lot of people who, control you. So, what is the problem? I don't see the problem,
Right. Yeah, no, you bring up a good point that you've never used any of these people before. So I assume you've talked to some doctors and they think that, hey, you can make 185.
Yes.
Okay. That's great. Well, that's good to know. But
when I do like 205, I just need 3 weeks. Yeah. 3 weeks, then I'm 205. No problem.
Right.
Here, I'm going to need more time. Yeah. Like if they say, okay, let's do this fight. So I need like 3-4 months.
Right.
Because it's not easy, to do it, and be in good shape, in the fight. And that's why I need a little bit more time to, do this in the longest way.
That makes sense. Well, you did just come off vacation. I got to ask, how's your weight right now? You don't have to give me an exact number, but are you feeling good right now, or do you need to shed some pounds?
No, for sure I need to cut. I don't know, 235, something like this.
Okay.
For a lot of weight to cut, but right. I feel good. Today I just do 3-round sparring session was very good. Feel good cardio, good power, good eye, good timing. So I'm good. I feel great. And my vacation was very good. I rest. I catch a lot of good energy, positive energy. Back to the gym and train.
Yeah, you went to Bali. I heard that sounded really nice.
It was very nice, very nice place, very nice people, very good food. So, everything was perfect. Just flight was too long.
Right. Oh, no, for sure. So it's April 13th today. When did you get back from your vacation?
Something like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So you've been home for a bit. Yeah, I wasn't sure how long you were there. So yeah, that's interesting. Let's get back to the middleweight division. I think you've got a good case here, Jan, honestly, because if you look at the optics right now, Alex Pereira today announcing that he is moving up to light heavyweight. So he's out of the equation.
I'm thinking about him also right now.
Right. Well, no, for sure. We'll get into that in a sec. But okay, so Pereira's moving up. Robert Whittaker, I guess, has a case because that rematch was kind of close, but I think people also feel like Adesanya's beat him twice, so maybe he's out of the equation. Khamzat Chimaev, we're hearing, is not going to fight until later this year. I don't imagine Israel wants to wait till October to fight Chimaev, and there's also the case of, does Chimaev deserve it? And that's pretty much it. Like, I don't know who else he could fight. Maybe Dricus du Plessis, maybe Sean Strickland, but do you feel like the timing of this is pretty good on your side, because there isn't really a clear-cut contender for Adesanya right now?
It is. It's very good time for me, to do this fight for him, because everything what you say, I agree completely with you. So they've got, perfect opponent for him if they want.
Right. When was the last time you spoke to the UFC? Like I know you just got back from your vacation, but have you spoken to them recently?
I think my manager talked to them today.
Oh, good. Okay. Good meeting, bad meeting. I mean, things are sounding good, or what do you think? So,
yeah, but I cannot tell you anything about.
Of course, I don't want to get anyone in trouble here, but that's at least, that's good that you guys are talking, right?
They talk together, every weekly, something like this. Sometimes couple times in the 1 week. So we are still on touch with UFC.
Well, that's good. Okay, then this brings me to my other question. Okay, so right now, if you look at the next couple pay-per-view cards, I mean, 288's sort of set in line. UFC 289 in Vancouver, they desperately need another fight on that card because the headliner is nothing against either of the women, but they have Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena, not a very strong headliner. Then you've got 290. You've got the two title fights. You've got Volkanovski and Yair Rodriguez. They just announced Brandon Moreno and Alexander Pantoja. Kind of what I'm getting at here is some of these cards need another fight. When would you like to have, if you were to fight Adesanya at middleweight for the title, when do you think would be a good time to have that fight?
With Adesanya, like I told you, if they say me, okay, tomorrow they call to us and okay, we send you the contract. I need 3-4 months for preparation, for the cutting. So I need this, to do it.
Right. Okay, gotcha. I'm just doing the math in my head here. So probably in the fall would be better than not the summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
That makes sense. Okay, there we go. Back to Israel Adesanya. Obviously, really great win over Alex Pereira. His back was against the wall. He needed to win the title back. He did that. What was your reaction to seeing that fight and that knockout?
It was a crazy reaction. I don't record it, but it was crazy. Because first of all, I don't believe what's happened. Because I think before fight, I think that Pereira is someone who Israel never gonna beat. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got some opponents like that you can just you don't like his style, the size, everything, and you always gonna lose against him. And I think that Pereira is someone for easy like this kind of opponent. But he showed that you can do everything if you believe something, train hard, believe in yourself. You can do everything in the world. So congratulations, it was perfect. Perfect win.
Did you think Adesanya was going to win the rematch? Because you mentioned there you thought that Pereira had his number. So were you picking Pereira going in, or do you think Adesanya could do
it? I put money on Pereira.
Okay, gotcha. So you mean hypothetically, because I know you guys aren't allowed to bet. You hypothetically thought that Pereira was going to win there. Okay, that's interesting. And then you mentioned Pereira moving up to 205 and how you'd be interested in that fight. Would that be sort of the second option? So if you had, I mean, I'm sure you'd like to fight for a title. Let's get that out of the way. So number one, title shot at 205. Number two, Adesanya. Number three, would it be fighting Pereira? What's sort of your preference as far as what's your next fight's going to be?
Pereira, because I don't see, I fight against Ankalaev, I fight against Rakic, so I will do something, new if they're gonna give me the chance to do something new. So if they give me choose between this kind of fighters, so I will choose Pereira, yes.
Okay.
Or and title shot against Jamahal Hill, okay, of course, Jamahal Hill, yes, but I know that I need to do one more fight before title shot, so I've got, in the rankings higher is Ankalaev, Prochazka, but Prochazka still, he got his shoulder.
Yeah.
And when he come back, for sure they give him title shot. So Pereira.
Well, I think your division right now is in a bit of a standstill because they're waiting to hear what's happening with Jiri. I know Jamal's preference is to fight Jiri, and then I guess the division will sort of match itself out here. But do you get the sense that they're going to wait for Jiri to come back, or do you think that Ankalaev could get the title shot against Jamahal Hill? What do you think is going to happen?
Nobody knows what happened with Prochazka. I don't know what happened with him. How looks his shoulder? It's end of the rehabilitation. Come back to the gym. He trained hard. I don't know. And also, I don't know nothing about Ankalaev. What he do right now after our fight. So a lot of question and no answer for me.
No, for sure.
And I'm ready. If they don't have opponent for Jamal,
you're ready to go. Of course, you're always ready, Jon. It's always awesome to see here. If Jamal ends up fighting Jiri, do you think he would beat him, or do you think Jiri would have the advantage in that fight?
If before Jiri surgery, for sure I will put money on Jiri. Right now, nobody knows how, how good he look good after this. So for me, it's 50-50 right now.
Okay, I like the honesty there. And if you were to fight Alex Pereira, stylistically, how do you look at that fight? Obviously, we know Pereira's got knockout power. You have knockout power. I'd be surprised if it goes to the ground, but that's also would be an advantage for you as well. How would you look at that fight if you were to fight Alex Pereira next?
No, I think I will fight against in similar, game plan way like I fight with Adesanya.
Mm-hmm.
So for sure, stand up, and if I'm gonna feel that I can take him down, I will do it. Control him on the ground, something like this. But I would like to test my stand-up skills against him in this fight, in stand-up, because I like fighting stand-up. So he's one of the best in the world.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was going to say, do you think because he's a former UFC, like Pereira's obviously not ranked at light heavyweight, right? It would be a new division for him. Do you think because he's a former UFC champion that would hold the same weight as if you fought a contender? Like, in other words, like, do you think if you beat Pereira, you could get a title shot off of that?
I believe because, this is big name. He was, middleweight champion. He do a lot of, crazy things in kickboxing. And so, yeah. After this kind of fight, for sure, title shot for me.
So let's say you and Pereira does get booked. When do you want to have that fight? Because you said you obviously don't need time to cut down to 205. When would you like to have your next fight if it was at 205?
In this, for me, the perfect will be this the biggest fight week. What is in July?
International Fight Week. There you go. I think that's perfect because, like I said, they need another big fight, I think, for that card. So July, in Vegas. Okay, well, that's good. Good. We figured that out. We haven't actually spoken since Jon Jones defeated Ciryl Gane. I know we talked about that fight leading in. What did you think of Jon going out there and making real short work of Ciryl Gane?
Too short for me. I don't, I think that we're gonna see a little bit more. How he moves, how he looks in this heavyweight division. But it was just like this. He go there and do what he have to do, and go. So.
Well, Dana White can't get a hold of him now. That's part of the reason why that fight isn't on the International Fight Week card is I guess they haven't figured out a way to get him and Stipe to fight each other. Let me ask you this. If Jon doesn't end up fighting Stipe, do you think we ever see him fight again? Because I think that's one of the only fights he wants to have.
No, yeah, but Jon Jones is, he's a weird person. Nobody knows what he gonna do. It's gonna happen to him, but this is the fight what I would like to see for sure.
Now, I got a couple rapid fire questions, and just whatever comes to your mind, just say whatever comes to your mind here. So these are going to be really quick questions. Who is the best striker in the UFC besides Jan Blachowicz?
Besides Jan Blachowicz, right now, Adesanya right now.
Okay, who's the best grappler?
Best grappler, for me, Glover is not in the UFC anymore. So Islam.
Who's the funniest fighter?
The funniest fighter? But in the style or in the personality?
Just personality, yeah.
Oh, it's hard to pick, Me.
Okay, even though, well, yeah, okay, fine. We'll go with that. If you could have dinner with any fighter, who would it be and why?
I would like it with Conor McGregor,
Okay.
I think after dinner, we're gonna start drink beer. I think something crazy could happen,
Okay, there we go. I like that. Who would you want to have by your side in a street fight? Which fighter?
Street fight?
Yeah.
Street fight. It's completely different, than Oh, I don't know. Can I give him more time?
Okay, no worries. We can circle back to that one. Who has the highest fight IQ in your opinion, other than you?
Miocic.
Who? Oh, St. Pierre?
No, Stipe.
Stipe. Okay, I gotcha. And what is your dream fight? It could be a fight that you want to have or a fight that you would like to see happen.
My dream fight is me against Jon Jones.
Okay, there we go. I like that. And who would you want by your side in a street fight? Some people have said Jorge Masvidal, although you're a big guy, you'd probably want someone big. So maybe I don't know, Francis, someone like that. I don't know.
I think, Francis and Ngannou would be perfect.
There we go. We'll use him for sure. Okay, before we get out of here, we talked about your Garmin watch last time. I was curious, what's the best sleep score you've had on your Garmin watch? Because I've gotten into the 90s before, but it's really tough to get there.
This night I have 88.
Okay, so 88, that's a good score. I got into the 90s this week, so I was happy about that.
But I need to check the story. What was the best? So I will text you.
Yeah. Let me know. But yeah, anyways, if you have anything you want to mention before we get out of here, the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, thank you, fans from all over the world for support. Keep fingers for me in my next fight, whatever gonna be in 205 on middleweight. Just keep fingers and send a lot of energy. Thank you.